This is the highest inventory we have seen in over 10-year period in Waterloo region, and this is the lowest buyer confidence I have seen in my career of 5 years in real estate. It's not that prices are crazy high and everything going in multiple bidding situation. Well, up to some extent it is, but it's about the real world scenario, what is happening around us, like the economic implication, tariff, and all the uncertainties that we are facing in the current market. And this is where the confidence of consumer lies. By now, you all must be aware about what is happening in terms of tariff and the economic uncertainty, and of course about the unemployment number, which has rose to 6.7 from 6.6 to 6.7 in a period of 1 month. Now in theory, it may not look that drastic, it's 0.1% increase, but on a ground level, their families may worry about it and this delays their buying process. In reality, many buyers are taking pause. They do have down payment, but they are worried about what is the economic implications if they purchase a house and what happens if they lose their job after buying a house. And this happens to so many buyers out there. They are just waiting on the sideline just to have this storm pass away. Honestly, it's not that bad or that good what we are seeing in the media. On a ground level, we will discuss sales number today and what will be the future implications based on that number. We will also talk in detail about the numbers in terms of sales and also what I am seeing on ground level. Hi, my name is Parth Soni. I'm a realtor and a new agent mentor based in Ontario. If you find any value out of this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're someone who's looking for any guidance in terms of real estate, you can book a one-on-one call with me. First link in the description. Now let's check out the monthly stats. So in a month of March, we have 459 homes sold, and that represents 23.1% decrease compared to March of last year. And in real estate, we always measure what happens in last 10 years, because let's say in the previous year, if something happens in terms of economic uncertainty or anything else, then it could mess up the numbers. So always take out the what happens in last 10 years. So if we see last 10 years, we have seen 45.2% decrease in the monthly sales. That is happening all across the March in last 10 years. That's a really steep. And just to give you an idea, March is usually start of the spring market. So you will see people entering into the market. It's fairly busy, but based on the number, what we are seeing, it's not. Again, it ties up to what happening in the real world out there and also buyer confidence. And coming back to the monthly sale, if you see over here from March of 2022 to March of 2025, so let's check it out. In March of 2022, we have seen 988 homes sold. Then in 2023, we have 612 at the same period in March homes sold. Then in 2024, we have 597 homes sold. And in this March, we have only seen 459 homes sold. So that's roughly about, it's a 90% drop than what we have seen in 2022. And just to give you an idea, we have seen immigration numbers through the roof in this 3 to 4 years, and still homes sold, it's drastically decreasing. In theory, it should be opposite. Like homes sold should be more than what we have seen in March of 2022 or even further, but now it's roughly at half of what we have seen in March of 2020. Now let's check out of 459 homes sold, what is the category? So over here we have 4 categories: detached, townhouse, condo, apartment, and semi-detached. So out of 459 sold, 259 were detached, 98 were townhouses, 60 condo apartments, that's high-rise building that you see over here, and 40 of them are semi-detached. Now just to give you an idea, we have very less semi-detached in the city of Kitchener-Waterloo and Cambridge or whole Waterloo region. Most of them are detached houses, like a single family detached house. 60% of them, 60% of whole total area is detached homes. So semi-detached is always at a lower number. Now let's talk about the average sale price. Now if you see over here, a single family, the average sale price is $921,000. Again, it's 3.6% less compared to last year. But if you have someone who bought it in 2023, again, it's a period of just 2, you are still doing pretty well. In 2023 of March, we have $911,000, and right now $921,000, roughly about $10,000 increment compared to 2023. Again, it's not that much, but still you're not losing any equity or value out of it. So that's a really good sign. If we compare townhouses, right now $622,000. Again, and these are all average townhouse prices. I'm working with 3 buyers specifically in town and detached category. So just to give you an idea, most of the townhouses what we've seen in Kitchener over here, in city of Kitchener or Waterloo or Cambridge or whatever you consider out there, most of my clients tend to fall in like above average category. Most of them, they don't like the average townhouses. So I would say a townhouse, if you are someone who's looking for a 3-bed 1.5 bath townhouse, consider at least 670 should be an ideal range for you if you're looking in a townhouse category. The next on the list is condo. So condo is $457,000. Again, it's 5.5% decrease compared to 2024. But again, this is like, again, the condo or the condo apartment that is sold, it's only 60 in the month of March, and sometimes this number might not represent the actual scenarios. So it says that the average price is 457, but if you're someone who's looking for a decent 1-bedroom, let's say 6 to 7 year old condo in the city of Kitchener in downtown, you can expect roughly in a range of, I would say, $400 to $420 to $430,000 depending on the square feet and whatnot. So, and just to give you an idea, we have recent sold condo roughly about $1.5 million in Kitchener, so it could mess up the average. So what we usually do when we are working with buyers or sellers, always check out what kind of condos you are looking and then act based on that. Then the next on the list is semi-detached. We have $663,000 as an average price. It's roughly about 2.5% decrease compared to last year. And yeah, and if you see all property type across, we are roughly about 4.4% negative compared to last year. Last year, we have seen 3.6% increase in March. So right now, the average price in Waterloo Region is $771,000. Now let's check out what is the active or new listing right now. So in a month of March, number of listing added were 1,180 new listing added in a month of March, which comes down to the active listing 1,700. Now just to give you an idea, on an average in Waterloo Region, the 10-year average is 983 active listings, and right now we have like almost like not double but very close to double, like 1,700 active listing. And just to give you an idea, out of that 1,700, 184 listing is just 1 bedroom. I have a client who's looking in a 1-bedroom category, so I just pull out that number. So 1-bedroom condo, out of that 1,700, 184 in just one segment of one category. Now there are 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom condos, but this is just 1-bedroom condo, starting anywhere ranging from $238,000 to $665,000 for that one. So what it says that based on the past 10 years, buyers have so many options out there to choose from. Especially if you are not someone who is very picky, you will have so many options to choose from, and it's a good sign as a buyer, especially in a condo market. Now let's talk about the monthly supply. So basically that says what is an inventory. If you see over here in a blue line, the average all type of properties at 3.2%. So we are pretty much in a balanced market. Anything which is less than 3, it is considered as a seller's market. Anything which is between 3 to 6, it is considered as a balanced market, and anything that is higher than 6, it is considered as a buyer's market. So if you see over here in a condo, we are at roughly 6.9. So it's pretty heavy buyer's market out there. Great opportunity for someone who's looking to get into a condo market. Again, if you're planning to hold it for not for 1 or 2 years, but at least for 5 to 6 years, decent opportunity out there. And if you're someone who's looking into a single family or a detached house, we have a 2.3 month of inventory. Depends on the type of the house, still good amount of competition amongst the buyer. And if you are a seller who's selling their house, make sure your house represents 9 out of 10. Do a proper declutter, stage it properly, clean it, so that each and every buyer or the potential buyers who's visiting your house put an offer on it. And very last, and in the condo segment, if you are selling, make sure you price it correctly, because based on the inventory, if you don't price it correctly, don't show, if the condo does not show well, it could be like stayed on market for 60 to 100 days without any offers. We have recently got a transaction done. We have listed a property of 2-bed, 2-bath condo, a new condo. We got the transaction done in roughly about 10 days. It's just a matter of pricing it correctly, make sure it shows well, and it will move. So that is all based on the number. Now let's talk about what I am seeing on ground level in my business. So we are doing showings almost daily for our buyers out there, but what I am seeing is like buyers are little bit hesitant to move forward to put an offer on that one, again with all this economic uncertainty and everything. And I also slight fear in my buyers that I've not seen in the past, in my past years, basically. Again, we have an interest rate announcement coming on April 16th, and based on all the economic certainty and the unemployment numbers, most of the economists are hoping we might see 0.25 to 0.5% rate reduction. Again, the CPI numbers will be coming on the 15th of April, so that will definitely affect, but I highly doubt it would be any better out there. So that will determine the market. Let's say if we are having 0.5% reduction in the interest rate, it will give a little bit boost to consumer out there to go out and shop because of the interest rate category. Again, unemployment will be the number one factor that will determine what will happen in the market. But what I am seeing and what is happening on a ground level, if you're someone who's looking for a detached or at least like a freehold category, it's pretty competitive, I would say, depending how good the house shows. So if you're a buyer out there looking in this market, even though you think the house will go at this value and your pre-approval is at this value, just go for it, put an offer and see what happens, because you never know, you can get that. And that is something we are encouraging to all the buyers out there, to go out, check out the house, put an offer. If it works, then yeah, you're in a luck. That's everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next.